Welcome.
Welcome to the Really Shady panel, y'all. We back. Okay, we back in these streets. Really B is so excited to come to y'all. Ring on it, okay? Cheathab edition. Season 1, episode 1, all right? Yo, cheating hard. Look at this. Look at the excitement in her face, y'all.
Only because I love Treese is the only reason. And I do miss y'all. I do miss doing my panel with y'all, but girl,
This
she can't even contain her excitement, y'all. Look at her. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button wherever you're watching from.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, we're not gonna waste no time. We're gonna get into this foolishness because Really B's excited. Look at her. Look at her. She's so excited. So let's get into it, y'all, and let's get really shady. All right.
Like drip on the skyline paint, shade in the city, true hit like a banger. I said it, I meant it, no need for disclaimers. Haters right away, but they just false claimers. Concrete beats are heavy like cinder. Looking for one, but the streets feel winter. No filters, no edits, I'm raw with my splinters. My life a movie, they watching the trailers. I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, the vibe and the mood. You like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe. This is my word, I just let you inside. City, I'm not gonna hold you, shade in the city, my words gon' console you. Like and subscribe if you feeling the vibe.
Let me get myself together, y'all. Let's get to it. We're gonna start. First of all, let me say hi to the people. I'm sorry. Crazy Homebody, welcome. Auntie Eva, welcome. Hey Cheryl. Hey Chuck. Hey Felicia. Hey Universal Soul Goddess. Welcome everybody as y'all coming in. I appreciate y'all being here with us. Okay, because I miss y'all too. Won't really be side. Y'all don't be coming over to my all side that much. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, y'all clearly like the package deal a little bit better. I ain't mad at you for it. I do too. So now, this is Dominique and Travis. Okay, they have been dating for 2 years. They say the most difficult part of their relationship is that it's long distance. Now I don't feel like they specified where they live. I don't remember that. And so, Dominique claims that when they're together, everything is all good, which I ain't even gonna hold you. I was like, duh, that's the best part of a long distance relationship. What do you really have to argue about when you're not together? Chuck said,
all the times you went MIA while we wasn't together.
Look, Cheryl says she got her drink ready. I hope it's in a glass.
I hope not. So you ain't.
I hope it's in a glass and not a solo cup. Okay.
You the only person I know that want to waste dishes.
Don't do that. That's why I had I bought my pods. Okay. So now, basically,
y'all gonna hate this
bill.
Y'all gonna hate this, but I like Travis.
I thought he was handsome.
I like Travis the most out of everybody, but I'm not.
Other than Travis is hilarious to me. Like, he funny.
Yeah,
I like Travis. He is a little humorous. But basically, when they're apart, Travis doesn't like to answer the phone, and so she believes that he's out on dates with other women. Okay, Cheryl know better. She said, "Yes, ma'am. It's in a glass." That's right. I know she probably got some cute wine glasses over there too. So then we meet Josh and Mimi.
I only get pruning fingers doing dishes.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Josh and Mimi, they've been dating for 3 years. Josh said that he first proposed. This is what took me out. This is when I would have had to get up off the couch. We wouldn't even got this far. He proposed to her outside the Walmart and said that, he felt like he did that because they're there so often. And apparently she turned down his proposal because she said that it always comes after he's cheated, basically.
There's so many things wrong with that sentence that you just said. First of all,
break it down for us, Really B.
First of all, Josh looked like a hostage in this picture. It's like, blink, Josh, blink if you need some help, okay? Number 2, just because we go to the Walmart a lot does not mean that is where you should propose to me.
Like, sir, you go to the bathroom a lot. Why? Are we proposing in the bathroom?
Okay, like that is not a romantic situation. Then for you to even fix your lips to say, every time he proposes to me, which means this has been multiple times, it comes after you've cheated, which means it's been multiple times. Ma'am, why are you here? Why?
Cause I said the same thing. I said we wouldn't have made it this far. As soon
right,
as
like why are you
here?
here?
Down on one knee at Walmart. Yeah, we wouldn't have made it. We wouldn't have made it. So then we get into they say, yikes, I would pour hot grits on Josh. You funny, Chuck. So then we get to Mia and Jiren, and they are so dysfunctional. They don't need to be here either. Okay. They have been dating for 3 years. She lives in California. He's in Florida. She admits that she slid in his DMs and she fell for him because they enjoyed talking and the sex was good. And I said, well, yeah, that's the basis to start a whole relationship. And so
that she announced the size of his manhood and you are concerned about him cheating on you.
That part. So they've also been dealing with the cheating, the lying, and, the long distance of it all. And I said, well, I don't know. He looked like a sneaky snake to me. And once he opened his mouth, it just reiterated for me that, yeah, he's probably an F-boy. Y'all know how I like to label him out the gate.
He looked like it, and he act like one. He act like one. Okay.
Right. So then the guys are all sitting around and they like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They're discussing their feelings on their partners, dating other people, and they don't seem too worried. They like them hoes ain't going nowhere. They stayed this long.
Because they haven't. Like,
right.
They not going nowhere. Like they not. They right.
So then we get Mimi, who basically is talking to, or Mia, I'm sorry. Mia is asking Mimi about her first time on the show during season 1. I was just telling the ladies backstage, I don't remember her, but I also did watch season 1.
So I watched season 1, but I don't remember.
And so apparently while she was filming the show, her dad passed away. And apparently she said the last partner that she brought on the show made her feel overly loved and controlled. But with Josh, she knows she's loved, but she feels it's at a distance. And I was like, okay. Is that from the front door of the Walmart to the parking lot where you park? I'm trying to understand what you mean. Like, I need you to elaborate a little bit. So Mimi opens up in confessional that Josh told her about an ex-girlfriend who was ill and he needed to be there for her. And he swore it was nothing romantic. However, Mimi explains the messages tell a different story. Again, why are we here? Crazy Homebody says she remembers her.
I would have loved.
Hey, Tawanda. Hey, Bookie.
I would have loved to hear how he was there for her. Are we just talking about through text? Are we talking about phone calls? Did he go and check on her? Like, what are we saying? How was he, in what form or fashion was he there for her?
Lord, I knew Nels was going to have a question. She need to know exactly, verbatim.
I need to know what capacity, sir.
Well, Cheryl said he was a country guy. He wanted to put a ring on it. Oh, so it was the man that wanted to do it, and she was the one. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. She went from bad to worse.
Look, Crazy said, why are any of these people on this show? That's a great point. Hey, was it Mo Will? Even the way he was looking at her in this photo tells me so much more than they ever could. Y'all are funny. And with that dyed beard, that is an F man. He is too old to act like that. Okay, so it's not just me. It's not just me. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, basically then Dr. Stacy Johnson, and I said, Dr. Stacy, we can't just be coming out here throwing out. We need to see some degrees. Okay, we need to see of education, okay? Because everybody a doctor nowadays, all right? So she arrives and introduces herself to the couples and explains that they're there because there's something keeping them from making it down the aisle and, addressing the physical and emotional cheating that's happening on both sides. And so Mia says, well, she just really wants the truth because Jiren has basically lied to her for 6 months. And I said, well, no, I think he's been lying to you a little bit longer than that. I think y'all said y'all been together for 3 years. But
you said he was coming out the gate line, huh?
Okay. And so then this is when I thought, what's his name was funny. Travis is funny. So she starts off with Dominique and Travis, and she asks to hear their story. Travis starts talking in circles before explaining that Dominique is clingy and he wants to feel that she trusts him. So she cuts him off and reminds him, well, y'all are here for a reason. And she's like, have you ever been physically or emotionally involved with anybody else? To which Travis admits that he has. And he admits that he met some girl on a guy's trip in Vegas and continued communication with her afterwards, but claims that was it. That's all.
That was enough.
That's
for her not to trust you.
Okay. So Dominique feels like it's harder to prove infidelity in a long distance relationship, and it's turned her into an FBI agent. And Dr. Stacy asked her to hear some examples of why Dominique feels she can't trust Travis. And she mentions that he'll disappear all day and then tell her that he was in the hospital. She claims that he told her he was laid in the bed like he was in a body cast, getting brain surgery. And Travis denies ever saying.
He don't even remember his lie. It's so bad. He don't even remember his lie.
And she claims, nah, nigga, I got the receipts. Hey, Paul. And she was like, I got the receipts, okay?
Oh, my gosh.
She goes on about... I can't. Then she goes on about how he ignores her 10 to 15 calls, and it's made her feel neglected and seek attention elsewhere, but just not sexually. So would you guys like to weigh in on everything that's wrong with them? And that's a good question, Chuck. That's why I said we're going to need to see credentials. She says she does family and relationships and whatever, but that's what Cheyenne Bryan said. I'm going to need to see what a degree is from. That's all I'm saying.
Not Travis with his Mr. T starter kit. I'm not doing this with y'all.
Look, and Dr. Stacy's idea, everybody go on dates with the cheetahs. Where's my popcorn? He looks like something. You stupid, Twanda. Hey, Paul, how you doing? If I got to turn into an FBI agent, or if I have to turn into an FBI agent, then hang it up. I agree.
That's what I'm saying. If I got to start chasing you around and putting out Amber Alerts and all that shit, I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Tawanda, very good point. Why are we calling anyone 10 to 15 times with no answer? Now,
I don't want it.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, okay? What is this? What did they say? This is a safe space, all right? Now I don't do it no more. But please believe, especially if I know that you're mad at me and I know that you're ignoring me. Oh, I've absolutely blown up somebody's phone.
If they're mad at you, you're blowing up their phone?
Yeah.
That's just going to make them more mad.
No, you're going to listen to me. You're going to hear me out.
What, to like apologize?
Yeah, whatever. I won't be ignored. I won't be ignored.
You would be. I'd have blocked your ass.
I'm gonna say, I don't know who you're gonna be talking to. You're gonna be talking
to. That's when I'll hit you with a drive-by. We don't want those problems.
I got locks and cameras.
You don't want me to hit the drive-by on you, okay? Look, really,
they said with the crazy eyes.
Cheryl said everything is wrong, period. Took me out with the brain surgery. Exactly. Okay. Y'all don't judge me. Okay. Safe space. Right. I'm jealous, but I'm old now. Oh, you're right. I'm a jealous person, but no more drive-bys, no more throw punches. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I ain't never done it. I'm gonna say I don't do it now.
Right.
I ain't gonna say I ain't never did a drive-by because I did.
Never done. What is it that you've done? Which part?
I've done a drive-by. I've been like, oh no, he ain't answering his phone. I'm about to go see if his car out there. Oh, I done some drive-bys. Absolutely have.
I ain't do no
drive-by. Look, I'm out here like Maya. You got me riding, okay? Past everybody's house. But I'm gonna find out where your ass is at. And I done told y'all about the time I slept in the car waiting for a nigga to come home.
Because if I got to do a drive-by, I'm catching a case.
Well,
I just got to keep my ass in the house.
Yeah. We don't need you to go to jail.
Exactly. I can't be doing no drive-bys. I'll curse you out and hang up on you.
But and I appreciate you stay right where you are.
Exactly.
Look, Auntie Kim said, but you're being ignored. And just pay them dust. That's what I be wanting to do. But then the crazy kicks in. Like it's like something goes off of me, and it's like, no, you're gonna. And again, this is how I used to be. I have a little bit more coof about. I have a lot more to lose now. But
yeah, right, Cheryl. Cheryl said I've done a drive-by, but calling 10 to 15 times, nah. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
After about the 5th time, and I know you ignore me. I'm already in the car.
Oh wow.
I'm already in the car at that point. Okay.
Wow. And I thought Nels was the crazy one. Wow.
Oh no. But see, I'm reformed. She still has it in her. See, I'm reformed.
I definitely still have.
Oh,
see, yeah, I'm reformed. So then we
got
get
it.
into,
Okay.
this lovely couple,
and we don't know if she's reformed. She's just messing with a calm dude right now. So we don't, and has been for over a decade. So we don't know if she's actually reformed.
Don't do that. you got to find some, and he can tell you he done seen it. This is newly reformed. He done caught these hands and drive by himself. Okay. Anyway, let me not implicate myself in a crime. So
I was going to say, stop talking.
Right.
As your lawyer, I'm telling you to stop.
Okay. So Dr. Stacy moves on to Mia and Jiren, and he says that he noticed quickly that she got trust issues, and Mia mentions how that, there's been cheating, and Dr. Stacy explains, well, it's hard to be out here asking for trust when you're actively cheating on someone. So Jiren admits in his confessional he was out, he had a few drinks, and he hunched on something. Like he shrugs it off, like, and what's the problem? And so Mia shares that she's went as far as to make Jiren get the Life 360 app so that she could track him down. So Dominique chimes in, well, I want to get one of those for Travis as well. And so Mia said that, it brought her a sense of peace, even though Jiren no longer has the app. And she said that he recently blocked her for 3 days. When I tell you, I would, thank God she's in California and that's not a cheap flight, because I would have been on the first thing smoking out to Florida. 3 days? Oh,
baby, let me tell you something. That man, you can go to Florida if you want to. That's not where he was. That man was in Jamaica. That man was, he was not in, he was not home.
He was in Tampa.
Yeah, he was not home. Wherever he was not home for them 3 days. I can promise you that.
Okay.
Now, I don't know where he was, but I promise you where he wasn't, and that was at home.
Okay. And so basically,
right, Cheryl, this is so ridiculous.
Right. And so basically, he said after he unblocked her and they finally spoke, he said, and this is why, this is why I don't like that. Because my mind, again, I'm reformed, but my mind is going to race knowing that you feel away or you're mad at me or whatever. So now you're going to go as far as block me. So in my mind, I'm already, you're doing something. And that's why you had to
go. Oh, wait, okay. So your mind goes to, because he's mad, he's doing something?
Well, no, because he's went as far as to block her. Like, he's
because you're being annoying. All you're gonna do is piss a person. Me personally, I need space. Otherwise, I'm gonna flip on you. If I'm pissed off and you're blowing up my phone, it's going to be a war. I have to block you if you're blowing up my phone. That don't necessarily mean you're doing something. I'm not saying that ain't got nothing to do with him. I'm just saying.
I'm the same way. Like, if I'm mad, leave me alone. Leave me alone. If I'm mad,
I need space. Leave me alone. I need to process.
Yeah, exactly. Let me process.
I get what you're saying, and I can, but I feel like blocking is so like severe. Because in my mind, and as somebody said it in the chat,
it's blowing up somebody's phone when you know they pissed off and don't want to be bothered.
Well, I just need to check your temperature check. That's all.
You know the temperature. They pissed off.
The temperature is that I'm not talking to you right now. You got the temperature.
I don't know the temperature if you don't answer the phone. So anyway,
because the last conversation told you that.
Bro, you knew that man was mad at you.
I don't know. I got a temperature check. Make sure you ain't that mad. But
Lord.
But once I realize you're not that mad, then I'll be like, okay, take your time. Just call me when you're ready.
No, you might be that mad, but then after a few hours or the next day, you ain't gonna be that mad. But yes, at that point in time, you might be that mad.
Nah, that ain't gonna work for me. That ain't gonna work for me. People do things. People do things when they're angry. So anyway, and then chunk it off to,
you call, but I promise you calling him 15 times is not going to change that. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it.
Exactly. That's very true. That's very true. So basically, she admits to emotionally cheating. And so Dr. Stacy asked Jiren how he feels, and he tries to act like, I let that shit go. It don't bother me. And I said, that's because you've been on something. So her talking to somebody else really don't, mean nothing to you. However, Dr. Stacy points out, no, it's something still. It's not. It's all up in you, okay? Because I feel the energy just coming off of you. All right. And so, yeah, basically, so she said, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later as we get deeper into, you know, our personal session. So I said, okay, all right. Somebody said something. Chuck said something in the chat. Crazy. Girl, I tapped on the window and put the garden hose in the Twixt car and turned the water on. You better. You better. I love it, Chuck. I love it. Don't put, you know what? I just saw somebody say something on TikTok and they was talking about putting marbles in the gas tank.
Oh no.
Marbles in the gas tank?
Marbles in the gas tank. I wouldn't deal with Florida. Are these married couples or so crazy homebody? They're boyfriend and girlfriend, but they are supposed to be trying to get to the altar, even though they already have infidelity issues, which I think, I'm gonna be honest, which was one of the reasons why I was like, why are we here and what are we doing? Because if you already have that much infidelity and y'all ain't made it down the aisle, what makes you think getting married is gonna change that? Okay. Oh no! Cheryl said her uncle used to leave his car at the gym and call an Uber, and the tracker would be no.
The dedication. The dedication.
Right. So they not even
Look,
married.
I want to know how the uncle was found out.
Right. A call. Damn. That is. Oh, but he had a business phone. This is nuts.
Marvelous effort. I'm impressed.
I'm surprised these efforts ain't chipped. Run and shoot gym was open 24 hours and he would leave the phone.
I remember run and shoot, baby.
Okay, damn. I hope none of your uncle's pieces up in the chat. Jesus. Felicia said, sorry, not sorry, but my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes, something going on. Okay. Marbles take effort. I'm impressed. Thank you, Chuck. So then we get this stupid. Girl, this is a waste of your time. Okay, let me just tell you this now. I feel like he's aging you. You know what I'm saying? So Josh and Mimi, they next on the list. Mimi starts, off by saying they've been together for almost 3 years, and she's surprised to learn that he only believes that he didn't start counting until they started living together, which has only been a year. So then they, so then they had.
I really be.
I can't. So then they have the casting tapes, okay? And he said, he explains his logic, okay? So Dr. Stacy said, okay, so why do you think that? And Josh feels like, well, if you're not living together, then you're not really together. And she was like, but did she know that? So they both.
What do you mean you're not really together if you're not living together?
Really big. He got me, and I'm glad she said it because he was like, well, when we was broken up, and she was like, okay, but how was we ever broken up if we was never together?
True. No, that's true.
That part, and just his but I love when Dr. Stacy calls her out because she says, oh, well, we never agreed to being exclusive, and she was like, but we were with each other. So basically, y'all were in a situationship. Let's call a thing a thing. There were no titles. Y'all were in a situationship. Y'all were enjoying each other's company, but you never had a conversation that said we are exclusively messing with each other. And I love when Dr. Stacy pointed that out because she was like, well, no, it was an understanding. And she said, obviously not.
Obviously not. You understood, but clearly he didn't understand.
Or he did, and he's using that as an excuse to say he wasn't.
No, if she said, she said out of her own mouth, we never put a title on it. Well, if you didn't put a title, you can't make an assumption. Just because y'all together every day, just because y'all whatever, you can't make that assumption. Clearly not, because he was like, we wasn't together.
He was also to piggyback off of Really Be. That's true because
that's true.
He could be spending every day with you and then going home to somebody else for real. That don't mean y'all in a relationship. He could have.
Yeah, he's contradicting himself because by saying that and then saying, "Oh, but we broke up." So then I was messing
that's
with
true. Now,
else.
yeah, that's true. You're right. Yes, that's true. That's valid.
Give me Kim. She said, I recently had a man paint my kitchen cabinets.
No.
Came to my house, flattened all 4 of his tires, thank God, and we had to give him a ride home. Woo!
Oh,
no.
no.
He didn't tell the girlfriend that he was going to paint your cabinets?
She probably didn't believe that's what they was doing.
Because he probably wasn't answering the phone.
Latrice, you know what it made me think of?
What?
Charles.
Oh, Charles from BMF. Yep. Now over there painting
the walls.
Mm-hmm. But so basically, okay, where did I live? I lost my place because that threw me for a loop. So then, okay, so Josh says that he wasn't with anybody else during the 2 years, though. So Dr. Stacy tries to clarify, and he says that he did deal with somebody after they broke up. So this is when he really contradicted himself. So Mimi said, okay, this was an ex that kept, spinning the block with inappropriate communication, while Josh believes what Mimi calls cheating isn't cheating in his eyes. And so he tells Dr. Stacy that they've been off and on, but haven't been on since January. And Mimi said, well, how could we break up if we were never together? And ask him, how does that make sense to you? So Josh said, well, we had to break up because you was living with another man. And I said, well, hell, that is a breakup.
Whoa.
Well, look, yeah, because we ain't had no title, remember?
Well, that part.
Ninja.
So Mimi admits that, she still don't trust Josh. And Dr. Stacy lets her know that they going to be going on dates with the people they cheated with to see if it's a fling or, if the past gonna be there tomorrow. All right. And so Mia is upset because she doesn't want to witness Jiren take another woman on a date, especially since he just recently cheated on her. Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. On a Sunday. And he had his 4-year-old son with him. She was low down.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. That's terrible.
That's real bad. Talk about a jealous girlfriend, right? I'm telling you, can't be playing with everybody. So basically, Josh says that he was surprised to learn that he's going to be going on a date with his ex, but honestly doesn't mind and admits he still talks to her. So Mimi's not happy about it and basically said if she learns that anything took place this past year while she was thinking everything was perfect, then the relationship probably won't make it any further. I said, well, lies you tell. And then she warns him if there's any, and she was like, and if there's anything that, and now I'll be honest, I would have had this very same conversation with him. Before we get up here and walk through that door, you need to tell me everything that needs to be said or told, because what you're not going to do is publicly embarrass me on this show.
He said he didn't know it was going to be Jessica. I think he thought it was going to be a different ex.
Child.
Well, he said anybody but Jessica, child, is what he said. He said they could have picked anybody except her. Yeah, because that's the one you still screwing.
Mm-hmm. I believe that heavily. I believe the way she walked in there. I said,
"Who said it?"
She said it.
Well, I feel like, again, when we talk about the acting of it all, sometimes I feel like, putting 20 on 10, she was doing the most. But if
she was definitely doing the most. Now that you're right, she was definitely doing the most.
So then we see Dominique, who's worried about Travis, and basically he said this will bring us some type of closure. So Dominique is hopeful that this can help build her trust. And we see Travis's date, Robin. Okay, Robin was a baddie.
Baddie.
Girl from Vegas.
Baddie, and her flirt game was on point.
Okay. I wanted to give her my number.
Listen, there was a couple things she was performative. I agree, but there was a couple things that she said, and I was like, I need to write that down. I need to write. That's okay, Robin.
Baby, when she told him, when she was like, "Can I be honest? I'm bored. I don't want to talk about her no more." I said, "Oh shit."
Okay, I said, "Damn." She had no cut card, and I like that about her. So she says that Travis approached her while they were in Vegas, and they kept in touch. And although she didn't like the circumstances behind this visit, she's still curious to see where things can go. So of course, Dominique comes to answer the door and lets Travis know that Robin has arrived. And so Robin mentions that, he looks as good as she remembers. And so Dominique tries to pretend that like she's okay. When the other ladies ask her, she's like, "No, I'm good. I'm fine."
Strong, beautiful Black women.
Okay. And so, but in confessional, she admits she feels disrespected and she wanted to crash out and tear the house up. But then
you voluntarily went on this show. What are you feeling disrespected about?
That part. That part.
You knew, now, you knew what you were signing up for.
If anybody should have felt disrespected, it should have been Mimi. Because you didn't have to come up in that house with all that.
Yeah, now that was a lot. Yeah, that was a lot. But
But this girl, no, she was polite. She won't disrespectful, in my opinion.
I don't know if I would have still felt some type of way that you look as good as I remember. Bitch, shut up.
Ooh, you signed up for the show.
For the show, not for you to go out with your ex.
That's what the show is.
That's a part of the show.
They all look shocked when she said it.
I can't.
What did they think they were coming for?
Okay.
Probably like the old put a ring on it. Hell if I know. I would have never thought I was going on the show for my dude to be going out with some chick he cheated with.
Chuck said Robin got some on that date. They were gone for hours.
They was gone longer than the other dude that took the chick on Jiren. Because I was like, hold the hell up. He left before Jiren did.
Mm-hmm.
They were gone for a minute. It looked like all they did was go out to eat. That was a hell of a meal.
I was like, and it was crazy because I'm like, they're in Miami. So, and when they showed, it looked like they were like over there by the arena, the cruise port. I'm sure you're familiar, really, because you probably catch all your cruises from there. And they were over there by the American Airlines arena. So that's what it looked like. So I was just like, that's not a long drive.
I don't go on a lot of cruises. What you trying to say?
Girl, bye. So
yes, the women get to have dates. They just do it the following day.
What'd you say? The women? Oh, okay.
Yeah, the women doing dates the next episode, child.
So, okay, hold on. So me and Jiren, they having breakfast when she asked him not to open any doors for his date because she's a side bitch and she doesn't want him making her feel special in any way. So Jiren tells her that, what she's saying really isn't becoming. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's when his would have got cussed out for me. What you're not going to do is defend the side bitch. And how is she a side chick? I thought it was supposed to be somebody you cheated with. So now I'm confused. Was his ex the person that he cheated with?
I don't know.
Are we talking about Jiren?
Yeah, was Jay, because they said she lives in California.
I think maybe I don't think that the way she made it seem, the girl, it didn't seem like he cheated. I'm assuming maybe because she felt like she knew Jiren had a girlfriend, but it don't sound like they did nothing. It sounded like the girl just reached out to him, and Mia saw the conversation.
Oh, okay. And so she's classifying that as cheating. Because I was like, she said he just cheated 6 months ago. So that's why I was confused. Okay. So basically Mia brings up, so he says in confessional, he's never felt trusted in this relationship. And Mia brings up the latest cheating incident, and Travis admits that, yeah, I made a choice to cheat, but said, you wouldn't understand because you don't realize how aggravating you are. So, so Mia mentions that, he's done a lot to her, and she could have also cheated when he said, but you did. And it just wasn't physical. And I said, well, and then she said, well, you know what, Jan, I don't want to talk about this. And I said, oh, you a little sneakily too. You ain't innocent. You a little sneakily too, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, they all got their look backs.
Clearly. So then we meet Jay, who is Jiren's date. This is Jay, y'all.
Jiren did not seem so interested.
Well, what was her hair doing?
The hair, the outfit. Girl, she had on workout pants with heels.
Right, girl. What was this? And then she said,
she was a little.
She felt like that her and Jiren could have had something. Girl, you ain't show up like you was trying to get that man.
And she was a little aggressive.
Oh, yes. Why are we camping to be with these cheaters? How you get them is how you lose them. Absolutely.
Child, you better say it again for the people in the back.
Okay. So yeah, so this is the date, Jay. She explains they dated years ago and it was long distance, but things fizzled out. And then she reached out to him a few months ago on IG. That's what Nels was telling us about, and received a response from Mia, basically saying, hi, this is his girlfriend. So Mia answers the door and they exchange pleasantries. And then Jiren looks like he doesn't even want to kiss Mia on his way out the door. He was basically like looking like, get out my face. Thank you. That's what it was giving, baby D. That's exactly what it was getting. She was ready for combat. Y'all look stupid.
You see what Chuck said?
Chuck said she was See, y'all, and see, I was gonna call out Mia for saying she looked like a man. Don't do that.
I would be feeling some type of way if I was Mia. Because at least the other two dudes, the chick was cute. The chicks was cute.
Well, I mean, we all know that it don't take them being cute as long as they got a hole at this point. So Jiren, So she starts to freak out after he leaves, and she's like, "I'm not okay." And then she starts insulting the girl, talking about she looking like a man. And I was like, "That's not right."
She told her. Didn't she say she looked like Debo?
Yeah. She was doing the most.
But let me tell you something.
Look, at the end of the day, boo, that was his choice.
Right.
And my thing is, and again, I'm sure that some of this was for the purposes of television, but that's the shit that I can't stand that women do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sitting there dogging that woman out when that woman didn't make no commitment to you. The man did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, not to laugh. It's Kimmy Kim. She said, "I believe her luggage got lost."
I mean, let's hope that's what happened, child. Because now that would make sense. If her luggage got lost and she just had to make do, that actually would make sense. I would actually give her a pass.
Y'all going to hell. I'm sorry, finish your thought, because I agree with you. I was literally, as I was watching it, I said the same thing. I said, that's not right, because at the end of the day, he was attracted to her. So you taking shots at her. And this is no shade to Mia, but you ain't the hottest thing on the block either, sis.
That's how it would make me feel if I was her. Because like I said, the other dudes, the chicks was cute.
Child, but then let's move on. So they get in the car, and as y'all have already said, he looks very uninterested. She starts asking Jiren why he hasn't committed to Mia yet, and brings up the fact that, well, I live in California, and Jay finds that, he brings up the fact that Mia lives in California, and Jay finds it ironic because they didn't make it because she lives in California.
Well, he don't want you.
But why are you dating all these women in California? Damn.
That was my question. I was like, do you have a thing for California? I mean, don't get me wrong. California got something.
Does he work there? Like, does he travel there a lot or something? Like,
he definitely clearly wants to keep the distance.
Right? Okay. Ain't no distance like Miami and California. Okay. So Jay feels like Jiren is the one that got away, and she starts telling him how, I never stopped thinking about you, and I think that, we could have a future. And like I said, back at the house, Mia is really going through it, and the girls come and love on her and hug on her. It's okay, girls, remain strong. Even though she's trying to act like but she admits she actually is bothered. She's bothered as hell. And I said, well, now this little flirty guy over here, okay? Travis is in the car with Robin, and they giving each other googly eyes, and they flirting. And I said, yeah, that's why they ride took so long. Now, if I was Dominique, when I went back and saw this, we'd have a problem. Like this would be, even though I signed us up for this, and even though technically we didn't see him doing anything, that alone, I'd be like, you know what? That's just
what bothered me. This part didn't bother me. What bothered me was when they were at dinner, and she said something along the lines of, "Do I have a chance?" And he was like, "Well, you never know. I mean, you never know." No, It ain't no. You never know. It's no. You don't have a chance. I have a woman. We going through this exercise for me to prove to her that she's the one. No, ma'am. No.
I can't. Jay was looking at Jiren like Arsenio Hall and Coming to America.
You know what?
That is a fool.
Oh, y'all are terrible.
So we see that she's planning this picnic. And that was another thing, that why are the people that they're taking on the date, why are they planning the date? Shouldn't they be? I just thought that was...
good well they ain't playing that damn day. Y'all know production playing that shit. Child.
Okay. Well, she didn't plan this outdoor picnic for her and Jiren, and she gets right to the point and starts asking, are things good with Mia? And why is he going through this experience? And can I just be honest? No, the hair wasn't great. The outfit wasn't wonderful. But I really think what did it for me is the desperation.
Yeah, she was annoying the hell out of me.
It was the
desperate. Oh, why don't you take some time away and come see me for the weekend?
I really felt like she was throwing her coochie at this man.
She was.
And he was not trying to catch it. He was dodging.
He wasn't trying to catch it. That's what made it so cringy, because you could see he's just like, okay. And you saw how happy he was to get back. And she's just like, no. So anyway, Jiren admits that things aren't good. And Jay asks, well, why would you want to be with somebody that don't trust you after 3 years? And so Jiren explains he's trying to.
She got reason not to.
Okay. So Jiren explains that he's trying to give me an opportunity to change, be a better person. Okay. And she suggests that, well, why don't you take a break from Mia? And he was like, and do what? Call you? And she said, yeah, actually.
Right. She was like, yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Yes, call
me.
Me.
And come to California for a weekend. And, we can see what's popping. So Jay doesn't think that Jiren will end up with Mia because she doesn't trust him. And she asks Jiren if he's in love with Mia. And he starts off by saying, well, we've had so many problems, but I love her, but I'd like to get back to that place of being in love, but knows that they have work to do. And that answer sounded like it was foolish too.
It was, because she wasn't wrong. She said, look, I ain't ask you that. I asked you, are you in love with her? You can say, yes, I'm in love with her, but we are having problems. We're working through it. But the fact that you couldn't say you were in love with her, sir.
Okay. So then Jiren returns. All right. And Mia's all that she notices he seems happy to get back to her. And then, of course, she starts to grill him on whether he kissed or hugged Jay while on his date. And I was just like,
annoying me.
You know who they kind of remind me of, and I don't know why. Marcel and Letitia.
God dang. That, like, do you understand what you're saying when you put that comparison? Like, have you watched?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Judgment recently to know what that means.
Not recently, but I know how he talks to her.
Okay,
in their relationship.
Okay,
I know he discounts her feelings.
Okay, I give you that, because I was like, damn, that's a harsh one. Damn. All right, now let's move on. Oh, we already got to them. So they at dinner now. And Robin is laying it on thick. She asks him, what looks good on the menu besides her, and what he wants to eat besides her. And so then, he was like, well, she was like, what would be different if, you didn't have a girlfriend? And Travis explains that he'd be more engaging and a little more intimate. And she asked him to show her what that looks like. And she tries to hold his hand. And I love when he like snatches, snatches it back real quick. And he tells her, look, I ain't trying to be disrespectful to my lady. All right. However, he tells her that, we never know what might transpire. That's what Really B was talking about. And Robin asks, well, is the door cracked? And he responds, well, I feel like you ain't got no problem kicking down doors. I said, ooh. Meanwhile,
that's what I'm saying. You was doing too much. You were doing too much, sir.
Okay. And so meanwhile, Dominique is at the house wondering why they been on their date for so long. Mia tries to reassure her that, that man really care about you, girl. He ain't doing nothing. So Robin lets Travis
They've known each other all of 5 minutes, girl. You don't know nothing about that man.
But they have such a sisterhood. You see it already. So Robin lets Travis know that she feels like, they could have done this years ago, and ask him why today. And he responds, well, why not today? And says that he and Dominique are at a crossroads, and he admits he loves her and wants to be with her. And Robin pretends she's interested, and then finally admits, whatever you're saying is boring, and I want to get back to talking about us. And I said,
okay. She was like, I don't care about I don't give a fuck about none of this shit.
That literally, okay? Y'all know she ain't wearing panties. I believe that. No! Hey, Lauren, I'm aggravated with this couple like Really B. I'd rather hang out with Juan Dixon than that lady at the laundromat.
Not the lady at the laundromat. Y'all are terrible.
Oh, my God. I can't. So, yeah, he finally makes it back home. And, Dominique is giving him the business because he's came back happy. And so he lets her know that he was
skipping that shit.
Okay.
I feel like production told them to do that, though. I feel like production told them to come in and look happy, because both of them did that. Both of them came in there looking like they just had the best day of their life. And I was like,
Right. So he comes home and Dominique doesn't like. I said that. He lets her know that he was talking about her his entire date and tells her how
true. Now that part is true.
Right. And he said, and the girl was she was trying to give me them draws if she had them on. Shout out to Chuck. Okay. but he said I was very well behaved. So Dominique is glad to hear this and admits that her reaction might have been an overreaction. It could have been a little bit better. Now let's get into the show, okay? Because these two are clearly going to be it. So now Mimi is worried who's going to show up as Josh's date.
Again, that's the problem. The fact that there are multiple women that could show up is a problem, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
So then, of course, it's his ex, Jessica. Jessica cute. Now, I ain't gonna hold you, Jessica cute. She says she there to get her man back, okay? She is coming to repo Josh, all right? So when Mimi answers the door, and she was like, oh, hi, who are you? And so Jessica was like, oh, no, who are you? So after they figure out who the other is, Jessica dismisses Mimi and just starts walking in the house like she been there before looking for Josh. So as Mimi's trying to stop her and check her, and so Jessica lets her know, look, Josh cheated on me with you, okay? And he's still hanging with me while he's with you. I said, wow. Josh
baby,
was like, why you
said that? I said, ooh.
He was like, why did you have to say that? Okay. And so Mimi's upset because this is the second time somebody's come to her and told her about dealing with Josh recently. So Jessica warns her, well, you should have told Mimi because you knew I was coming. And so, of course, they leave on their date. And,
it would be funny, like, girl, no, I didn't. You ain't the only one.
Okay. So she runs upstairs. And then the good ladies, because, again, we have this sisterhood in the 5 minutes. But, they run upstairs to check on her. And, she's ready to pack it up and go home. But we know she's being dramatic. And she going to stay. Hey, Quake.
What up, girl?
But she signed them up. So they gave you Jessica. Okay. Robin is a class A hoe. You are stupid.
Damn.
Chuck, be nice. But yeah, y'all, that was pretty much this first episode of Put a Ring on It, Cheathab. Y'all let us know, for all those that are watching the replay, how y'all felt about it in the comments. Really, B, would you like to give any closing remarks on episode 1?
This whole show was some bullshit.
Well, hold on. Hear me out. Do you think it's better or worse than Never Ever Met?
I think it's worse than Never Ever Met, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
My biggest problem with Never Ever Met was the couples that had been together for like 10 years. Mm-hmm. I wasn't mad at the people who have been dating like a year or less, 6 months or less. The ones that was like, yeah, we've been dating for 15 years. Hell no, I can't do nothing with that. But the fact that you are dating long distance and we're gonna add the element of, and we done cheated on each other, but we want to see if we need to be a couple. So we're gonna go out on dates with the people we cheated on to see if we really want to be with them, or
if we're gonna get married. Yeah, I agree with you. The premise of the show is a little dumber. Like I would have preferred if they just would have gave us a regular because I enjoy the show, but I would have preferred if they just would have gave us a regular put a ring on it.
I like the regular put a ring on it. I absolutely like, because I thought that was, even though that last season got really bad because the couples weren't even really real and a lot of stuff got exposed on social media. I still like the concept of put a ring on it. We've been dating and either you ready to marry me or not. Definitely, even though dating other people still isn't, but at least it wasn't people you actually already slept with.
Right. Nope, I agree. Or cheated with. Right. Chuck said, here's my problem. Josh left with Jessica after the disrespect.
Right. And did. He absolutely did. You right, Chuck. I'm with you on that one. Absolutely.
He scurried out of there. That's all I'm going to say. Scurry. But really, B, what you got going on? I know you can ready to go out of town again. You stay just on a flight, okay? On a boat. Somewhere. Boat, plane, train. But what you got going on, really, B, on your channel?
Hold on. I have to walk away. Hold on. I'll be here. Hold on.
Okay, well, I'll do ours while you
Okay. Sorry about that. Huh?
No, I said what you got going on your channel.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm still trying to get caught up. So even though it was spoiled for me, I still haven't watched Raising Kanan. I just think I'm not ready to see it. Like, I know what happened. I'm just not ready to see it. So I haven't watched Raising Kanan, but I'm gonna watch it. Tomorrow you guys will get the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I can't promise anything else other than that. Yes, I'm going out of town this weekend, but I'll be back Sunday. I'm just trying to get caught up, y'all. I did Heart Hustle Houston today, Raising Kanan, Next Gen NYC, Bell Collective. Child, I'm trying to get caught up.
You got a roster. Go ahead, girl.
Oh, yeah. You know, 1 minute I got 5 shows to review. The next minute I'll be like, damn, I don't know what to review. So right now it's a bunch. But a lot of stuff is ending. Like Heart and Hustle Houston ends next week. Bell Collective ends next week. Raising Kanan ends next week.
Yeah.
So like literally, Atlanta only has 3 more weeks. So it's starting to dwindle down.
I feel like the streets about to get dry up until after Labor Day, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, same thing over here. You know, we'll be out of town for the CB Usher performance this weekend.
So, boom.
We'll be up north.
What is that about, Really B?
No,
she wants us to go to the cats with her.
No, I don't like Chris Brown. I don't like Chris Brown.
I know she don't like Chris Brown. I'm just messing with her. But yeah, so y'all stay tuned. Of course, I'm dropping my Beyond the Gates recap. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Keep your eye open for that because I need to get that edited and up. And then other than that, you know, it's gonna be quiet. It's gonna be quiet on the creek. For this weekend, unless y'all looking for concert content. Outside of that, you probably ain't gonna get much this weekend, okay? But anyway, if y'all haven't already, please go ahead and hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you
subscribe to everybody.
Good job, Really B. All right. Make sure you guys are hit the notification bell, and also make sure you guys are following us on all the platforms: TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, Lemonade, and all that good stuff. And Chuck on you. He pressing you, Really B. What about Big Brother? I think she forgot about it, Chuck.
No, we're kind of over it.
Didn't it just come on?
But remember, all of the people on the panel gonna be out of town this weekend, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. And Felicia, thank you. I appreciate the support. I hope you enjoy it. It was very quick, but I was like, Really B, having to relive it was hard enough. I was just like, I can't. I didn't want to watch it more than once and relive it more than once. But anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all. And we will catch you probably same time next week. Because again, we are going to be out of town next weekend. Okay. Or this weekend rather. But, and then the weekend after, I'm going to be out of town for the, baby boy's birthday celebration. So yeah, just have your notification bells on to be looking for us on Wednesday. All right. But love y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.